Your top stories this evening sponsored by Courts, bringing value home. Row cops allegedly ordered minibus draw courier to go get the bribes and return for the goods.
By bringing prosecution on all those persons who were found culpable, including Assistant Superintendent of Police.
Opposition says it fully backs government in the current spat with Venezuela, but proposes a diplomatic solution.
Dialogue that you can resolve problems.
Radical social commentator Raymond Gaskin says the way to go with Caracas is to fight and talk.
The next thing you know, they're going to come ashore. When you wake up in the morning, they'll be talking Spanish at Curacao.
And a business expo with a difference. The drums won't beat into the sunrise this year. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening, I'm Handel Duncan with the Friday, September 25 edition of the HGP Nightly News. Here is the latest at this hour. Well, the opposition is throwing its full weight behind the David Granger administration on the Guyana-Venezuela border issue. But the opposition wants the government to pursue the route of diplomacy in a bid to settle the differences. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has indicated his willingness to meet President David Granger on a one-on-one meeting in light of the current border issue that prevails. On Friday, just before leaving the country to engage in a series of activities overseas, opposition leader Bar Jagdeo issued a call for President Granger to meet with Maduro while in New York, where both leaders are attending the 70th session of the United Nations General Assembly at the UN headquarters. Jagdeo said Guyana can aggressively pursue the integrity of its borders, but at the same time, a channel for dialogue should be opened.
I believe that it's only through dialogue that you can resolve problems. And so I hope that that meeting will take place in New York, that it will lower tensions between our two countries and at the borders. It would allow us to resume functional cooperation, and it would allow us to get back the rice market to Venezuela.
Guyana's only strength as a small state, according to Jagdeo, is through dialogue and diplomacy. He further added that there is no room for belligerence or a pugnacious foreign policy. A former commander-in-chief himself, Jagdeo noted that Guyana should not allow Venezuela to argue that we are a belligerent nation.
Whilst we have to be ready and we have to all collectively defend our country from whatever external threat we face, that if we start sending images across the world of troops carrying guns, then we undermine the strength of small countries, which is diplomacy and multilateralism.
Jagdeo had initially said that the opposition was waiting on the government to hear of the gravity of the situation and what the government is doing. Nevertheless, the opposition leader said in the past the then PPPC government had sought global solidarity for Guyana.
Whatever it takes, we're prepared to go out and lobby anyone to give support on this matter, to support our cause, the country's cause. And you would recall that if you go and check the communiques of Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, in 1999, I went with two persons went with me to that Heads of Government meeting. And we managed for the first time ever in our history, when we did not have border tensions, to get in the final communique the entire Commonwealth to express solidarity with Guyana on the border matter.
On the Venezuela side of the border, there are reports of a buildup of military presence, inclusive of armory, while on the Guyana's side, there has been the deployment of additional military personnel. Guyana's response to Venezuela's aggression is not getting the best review from political commentator Raymond Gaskin. He is of the view that both the government and the army chief need to rethink their approach. He sat with Royden James.
Speaking at the post-cabinet briefing on Wednesday, Chief of Staff of the Guyana Defense Force, Brigadier Mark Phillips, reported that ranks are already stationed in the Cayuny River area where a number of Venezuelan soldiers were patrolling in boats. He had also said that the situation is under control and the army is doing its best to control the aggression by Venezuela. Now, that disclosure by the Army Chief is up for some serious criticism from political commentator Mr. Raymond Gaskin. Speaking to Nightly News on Friday, Gaskin said that the mere fact that the Venezuelan soldiers are patrolling in Guyana waters is a clear indication that they have an interest there. He said too, what the GDF needs to do is not to monitor the operation of the intruders, but to find a way of removing them.
And I'm not seeing the response of this government. It is true that they say they've talked to a lot of people, but we have to go to the United Nations. We have to go to the Security Council to get a resolution of the Security Council ordering the Venezuelan authority to remove themselves from Guyana territory. That's what it's there for. It's as simple as that. We have to go to the Security Council. You can also go to the General Assembly, but the General Assembly in New York is a place you got 190 people talking, including the Pope and all kind of popes. We've got to go to the Security Council and get a resolution ordering Venezuela to remove themselves from the territory of Guyana. That's what needs to be done.
Gaskin said being too slow to act may result in Venezuela eventually taking over the Cayuny River and adjoining lands the same way they did at Ankoko. He said this is no time for the government to sit and idle around, but to reach out to the international community for help, since this matter is getting increasingly serious by the day and Guyana does not have the manpower to single-handedly deal with the aggression of Venezuela.
They're not doing anything. The brigadier tell me they're monitoring everything. Like a man break into your house and you're monitoring what he doing. He don't break into your house. What is there to monitor? You got to get rid of this joker. He said they're monitoring. He said they got monitoring stations at Tirikim Bang or some place and monitoring stations. You seen the thief man in your house. You don't have to monitor him. You have to do what the Constitution says. You have to defend the Republic. That's what you're there for. If you can't, we'll call in the British, call the Americans, call something, the 82nd Brigade or something. We've got to talk to people who could help us.
In the meantime, Guyana has improved its military presence in the upper Cayuny River, and despite this revelation, the political commentator is maintaining that Brigadier Phillips is not ready for the job.
Once the country is being invaded, there's aggression, clear aggression here. And the minister, the two ministers of the government who are trained in the law, they should know that. And Brigadier Phillips should know that. And he said at the press conference that the GDF is defining aggression. Their job is to define aggression. Did you hear the press conference? To define aggression. The job of the GDF is not to define aggression. The job of the GDF is set out in Article 197A of the Constitution of Guyana. They have to defend the Republic. It's as simple as that. They have to defend the Republic and uphold the Constitution. Two things. 197A of the Constitution of the Republic. The GDF work is to defend the Republic.
President David Granger is set to meet with Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro over the weekend to discuss this burning issue. Gaskin said what the president should have done is to stamp his authority on Venezuela before he left the shore to meet with his Venezuelan counterpart so that he would know that he is serious about this controversy.
You have to talk while you're fighting. You don't see during the Vietnam War, they're talking and they're fighting. You have to talk and fight at the same time. You cannot give up your rights. If we don't expel these people from the Cayuny River, it means we have lost the river. Like how you lose Ankoko. If you don't expel them from Cayuny, it means you have lost Cayuny. And if you lose Cayuny, next thing you know, they're going to come ashore. And when you wake up in the morning, they'll be talking Spanish at Corica. We have to stop it right now.
Royden James for HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Royden. Well, stay with us. More news is still ahead.
It's court Seart's 22nd birthday. Come celebrate with us. Come in now for great deals on the world's best brands. Plus, get a chance to win a family weekend getaway at Arrow Point Nature Resort. Shop with a Ready Finance 18 months and over account and get $3,000 cash back. New customers get double cash back. Get it all for nothing down and nothing further for 30 days. So come celebrate our 22nd birthday with us. Courts, bringing value home.
Do you know it's important to have your child's eyes tested every year? That's why at Optique Vision Care, we're giving away a free frame to every school child that comes through our doors. We offer comprehensive eye examination, glaucoma and visual field assessments, intraocular pressure test. Visit us on the east bank of Demerara at our convenient location on Grove Public Road. Our doors are open Monday through Saturday, or visit our location at Mahika every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Call us on 266-0126 or 600-6167. Hurry, promotion ends soon.
What's wrong, honey?
I washed your shirt so many times. I've scrubbed and I just can't get this stain out.
That's because you're too puny. You need some muscles.
Muscles?
Mighty Foam Extra Muscle Laundry Detergent for all your stubborn stains and tough fabrics.
This shirt looks great. How'd you get the stain out?
Let's just say I have some muscles of my own.
You've heard the name before. Now hear it better. S&S Supermarket, located at 16 Public Road, Lusignan at Richardstown on the east coast of Demerara. They provide wholesale and retail services and stay right there for everything else. Your groceries, confectionaries, beverages, over-the-counter drugs, cosmetics, and much more. It's easy to access and easy to shop. You'll love the unbeatable prices at S&S Supermarket, 16 Public Road, Lusignan, Richardstown on the East Coast. Call them at telephone 220-1675 or the Mahika location at 228-5401.
Did you know that children who read do better in school? Did you know that people who read get better jobs? Did you know that people who read are never bored and have lots of fun? Did you know that people who read are better informed? Start reading today. Find all the books you need at Austin's Book Services, 190 Church Street. Austin's Book Services, expanding the frontiers of education.
Come into Gaffur's new showroom, located on the first floor of our Houston complex, and see the wide range of gym equipment, home appliances, office furniture, lighting fixtures, and toys and games for children of all ages. Our team of courteous and experienced staff is always there to assist you. So come in and shop in comfort in an air-conditioned environment, and take time to browse through the hundreds of products we have on display. Remember, our new showroom is located on the first floor of our Houston complex. Gaffur's, providing you with superior customer service, superior quality, competitive prices, and easy parking. Gaffur's, the name you can trust.
It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any pair of shoes, shirt, top, handbag or lingerie and you get the second one at 50% off. You better hurry, John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon. It's John Lewis Styles buy one get one at half price sale. Buy any pair of shoes, shirt, top, handbag or lingerie and you get the second one at 50% off. You better hurry, John Lewis Styles half price sale ends soon.
Welcome to Rockers Woodworking. We specialize in well-crafted doors, in all varieties such as hardwood doors, purple heart panel doors, locust doors and all kinds of quality kitchen units to suit your home. And to give you that unique look on all kitchen units, we have provided 6 months warranty and free delivery. So check us out on our Facebook page, Rockers Woodworking. We are located at Lot 16 Lombard Street, Work in Rust, Georgetown. Contact us on 644-5489-695-0987. We custom built to your specifications.
Complete control of power is in your hands with the ultimate U.S. brand Generac generators from Sylvie's Variety Store. Get the supply and reliability you need every time. From 1,800 to 8,000 watts of power for residential and commercial use. Recoil and electric start with gasoline engines. Generac generators from the authorized dealers Sylvie's Variety Store.
Welcome back. Even though Berbice Commander Superintendent Errol Watts is hoping for a speedy prosecution of the officers who allegedly collected that $6 million bribe to turn a blind eye on a minibus with cocaine, you will hear from Travis Chase that there is more in the mortar than the pistol.
The Director of Public Prosecutions will soon advise on the charges against the policemen who allegedly received a bribe for the release of a large quantity of cocaine that was intercepted in the minibus. Divisional Commander Superintendent Errol Watts, speaking with Nightly News via telephone today, confirmed this.
We are hoping to have this matter resolved as quickly as possible by bringing prosecution of all those persons who are found culpable, including Assistant Superintendent of Police.
Nightly News was told that the cocaine has an estimated value of $17 million. This newscast was also informed that 2 of the policemen admitted to intercepting the bus with the cocaine and receiving the bribe. One of the constables allegedly collected $520,000 and another $560,000. I'm also told that the occupants of this bus hadn't the money right away.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I was advised during the course of the investigation that one of the occupants was allowed to go to the Georgetown to collect that money and return and deliver same thereafter the bus was released.
Now, police have credible information that one of the occupants of the bus was sent to collect the $6 million in cash from a suspected drug lord who resides somewhere in Republic Park, while the bus remained illegally impounded. That suspected drug lord has been under the police radar for some time now and has somehow managed to evade prosecution. As for the officers involved,
this conduct is very much unprofessional, it's corrupt, and we are not going to tolerate such a conduct in the police force.
It was widely reported that after the police ranks allowed the cocaine to pass, it was handed over to a Surinamese national at Springlands, but the commander said that he has not unearthed such findings, at least not yet. But based on your findings, could you say where that cocaine was handed or to whom it was handed to?
Well, the cocaine was never removed from the bus. The cocaine that was found was kept in the bus all the time.
Right.
And when the money was paid over, it was given back to the said 3 occupants.
Right.
And they were allowed to go, and they delivered the alleged corrupt $6 million.
Is it true that the cocaine was handed over to someone at Springlands when the bus was allowed to go?
Well, I don't have that fact. What I can tell you is that we did not recover the cocaine.
An assistant superintendent of police who had allegedly been aware of the free pass has been transferred from the division to police headquarters, and a subordinate officer and 3 constables are under close arrest as investigations continue.
Thank you, Travis. The issue of corruption in the award system of government contracts has once again been brought on the front burner. Minister of State Joseph Harmon shed some light on government's recent findings on Wednesday. Erica Williams reports.
In May of this year, this newscast highlighted the testimony of a whistleblower on corruption within the National Tender Board. Now, Minister of State Joseph Harmon has come forth with information which points to serious corruption under the previous administration in its award of government contracts.
Cabinet had some very firm words to say to the manner in which the contracts were executed under the previous administration.
Minister Harmon explained that government has found that it appeared that contractors favored by the previous government deliberately submitted low bids than the actual cost for completion of a project, fully aware that soon after approval of the low bids, their application for additional costs would be similarly approved. This was apparently done to ensure contracts were awarded to specific contractors. A similar narrative was made by the whistleblower to this newscast.
You come in at a good price, regardless if you come in at a good price or a bad price or whatever it is. Before you can get that job, there must be a word coming from the minister. In other words, though you might win it, the minister have the last say who to give this thing to.
Minister Harmon opined that some contractors were cheated out of projects as a result of the deliberate low bids by others.
For variations which eventually took the contract some beyond what was the engineer's estimate. This was the situation which confronted Cabinet when we looked at the award for an extension for a consultancy service for the Cato Primary School.
The minister said the Cato Primary School started at $500 million and that sum has now climbed to almost $1 billion and the school is yet to be completed. Nevertheless, the education minister has been advised on how to proceed with the matter.
A consultancy service that is approving extensions after extensions on the original contract. And so they themselves have now come to Cabinet to ask for an extension of their own contract. Cabinet gave some very clear directions to the Minister of Education, under whose watch, under whose ministry this matter falls, that he is to call in the contracting service and have some very firm words with them to the effect that we are not going to tolerate any further extensions.
Recently, former Prime Minister Samuel Hines was the only one left to defend the situation. Here's what he had to say.
Say, for example, if there are 10 bridges to be built, and say, let us say even 10 contractors bid for it, the expectation seems to be that every contractor will get one. The way the thing is done about contract going to the lowest bidder, it is more than likely that the same person who's the lowest bidder for one will be the lowest bidder for all.
For HGP Nightly News, I'm Erica Williams.
Thank you, Erica. In keeping with its promise to replace Guy Expo with more business-centered expositions, the Ministry of Business launched its Business Expo under the theme Guyanese Products and Services, Our Gateway to the Good Life. Over 300 businesses have already signaled their intention to participate. Kingsley Bryan provides the details in this report.
Despite receiving condemnations from several quarters for changing the format of the annual Guy Expo, the government is forging ahead with its plan to host more business-oriented expositions. This will see the annual Guy Expo taking on a different flair when the country celebrates its Golden Jubilee next May, as was announced by the business minister during the budget debates. This saw several criticisms being leveled against the new administration, who remain resolute in their decision.
We did take a decision to defer Guy Expo to 2016 and have a grander event in commemoration of our 50th independence anniversary.
That led to the ministry streamlining a plan to prepare those smaller businesses for the Grand Expo and earn in the process. This was the promotion of smaller, more direct business expos leading up to the Guy Expo 2016. According to the minister, these business expos have their role to play in the enhancement of small businesses in Guyana.
In that it is tailored more to small businesses, and it also will have more of a business focus and less of an entertainment focus.
The minister, while noting that Guy Expo has over the time etched its way into the Guyanese social calendar, it has now become necessary to make the expositions more true to their cause. This was also the view shared by head of the Guyana Manufacturing Services Association, Ramsey Ali, who welcomed the new versions.
So the negative things we hear about Guy Expo were the loud music and so on, and the plethora of imported goods from China and so on. And, we try to keep that out.
The business expos are an undertaking of the Ministry of Business in collaboration with the Guyana Manufacturing and Services Association. Ali continued that the expo in this format allows for Guyanese businesses to truly grow, particularly those smaller enterprises who were outshined by the larger ones at previous expositions.
But we are very pleased at the fact that the ministry has decided to go ahead with this exhibition, especially as regards to local business and local manufacturing. We think it's an opportunity that some of these businesses need right now, to come here for a couple of days and to get their business being exposed to the Guyanese public and maybe to a couple of people who will be visiting.
Minister Gaskin, in his budget presentation, had outlined that the new government is interested in returning significance to the annual expositions. This, he argued, is contrary to what GAEXPO was reduced to under the previous administration, where it focused less on entrepreneurs and more on the entertainment aspects. The exhibitors were urged to bring their best and make it a success. The event is slated for November 27 to 29 at the Sapphire Exhibition Center and will feature over 300 small businesses. For HGP Nightly News, Kingsley Bryan.
Thank you, Kingsley. Well, a top commander in the Guyana Police Force is pleading for better public cooperation with the police. This comes 3 months after he took over one of the largest divisions in the country. Here is more.
Amid reports of police ranks not treating reports of crime seriously, especially in the Police C Division, Divisional Commander Marlon Chapman wants this to be a thing of the past. Speaking with Nightly News recently, Chapman said he has put a system in place to correct this fault of officers in his division.
The commander's office is open to the public, and if at any stage someone goes to any of the stations in C Division to make a report and there's no satisfaction, let them feel free to come to me, and I will have the issue sorted out without delay.
As of recent, criminal activities in the Police C Division seem to be under control when compared with other divisions. In an effort to keep such activities under control, Commander Chapman echoed the same sentiments expressed by the Commissioner of Police weeks ago, that citizens must also play a part in crime fighting.
I have one advice to members of the public, and that is to let them know that the police cannot do it alone. We need the support of the public. And so there might be persons out there who have information to pass to us about criminal activity.
It is no secret that citizens who have information of criminal activities are usually fearful to divulge this to the police, since it has been proven that the information passed on to the police would usually be filtered back into the community, creating a very dangerous situation.
My office is open. I have an open door policy. That's just for emphasis. And feel free to call me at any time or come and see me. Any information will be kept with the strictest confidence.
Commander Chapman took over the Police C Division from Assistant Police Commissioner Christopher Griffith, who was transferred in June to the Berbice region.
There is more news ahead. Stay with us.
Enter the Tony's Auto Spares Deals on Wheels Reloaded promotion, and you can be the lucky winner of a Mazda RX-8, drawing December 18th, 2015. Every $5,000 spent gets you a coupon. Fill it up, drop it in the box, and you can be a winner. Consolation prizes include hampers, netbooks, selfie sticks, mag rims, and Amazon Kindles. Visit our branches at 72 Light Street, Albertown, telephone 227-8574, or our East Coast branch, telephone 220-3286. Tony's Auto Spares, making it affordable for you.
The Family Pharmacy of One Laban Intention Housing Scheme, East Coast Demerara, carries a wide range of over-the-counter medication, prescription medication, injectables, medical devices, a variety of eye drops, baby care products, cosmetics, and healthy foods. At the Family Pharmacy, a qualified pharmacist is at your service each and every day. Health products are available in wholesale and retail quantities. Come in to the Family Pharmacy, where the best prices are guaranteed all year round.
We can have your tattoo removed today with a few simple steps using the safe and doctor-recommended laser treatment. Available now at the skincare clinic located upstairs at the Subs and Salads building on Sheriff Street. Our trained specialists can handle hair removal, vascular therapy, rejuvenation therapy, wrinkles removal, pigmentation therapy, and more. Feel and look good in your skin.
circle! Wow!
Make that fashion statement today with Classic Styles. It's our 50% off sale on all evening cocktail, prom and club dresses. Classic Styles, 117 Regent Street, cell phone 223-1594.
Hypermalt, the premium imported malt beverage from Germany, is made from the finest raw materials. One Hypermalt covers 15% of your daily intake of vitamin B. Vitamin B complex contributes to normal psychological and neurological functions. Hypermalt is 100% fat-free and the smoothest malter you've ever tried. Hypermalt is available throughout Guyana. And for those who want to buy in wholesale quantities, call Anil on 624-4106, Vishal on 624-4143, Ricardo on 624-4136, and Thakur on 624-4108. Hypermalt.
Save 50% and do more on the go with GTT Smart Talk bundles. Save on all calls to all phones and all networks in Guyana to Canada and USA. Do any of our bundles starting from as low as $180 for 10 minutes and 10 SMS. Send GT Talk to 620-1212 to view all plans. GTT does more for you with our Smart Talk bundles. Do more with GTT at home and on the go.
Choosing the right appliance for your kitchen has never been easier. At Quartz, we have a wide range of small and large appliances from the world's best brands at the best prices, guaranteed. So you're sure to find something here that adds that special magic to your kitchen. For small and large kitchen appliances, Quartz, bringing value home.
Melch's Furniture Store is celebrating big, leading up to their 19th anniversary on the 24th of October. Come celebrate with us. Enjoy discount from 19 to 25%. 19 customers will receive free gift baskets once you shop from now till the 24th of October. It's Melch's Furniture Store Big Anniversary Sale. Be smart and shop now from now till the 24th of October. Melch's Furniture Store. We've added new stocks for you to choose from.
Acme, Guyana's #1 photo center, has moved. To better serve you, we've moved to a more spacious location in the same building. Find us on Regent Street between City Hall and the Acme building. Follow the passageway to the back of the building and you'll find our new location. Check us out for express passport and visa photos, forensics testing supplies, staff identification cards, digital services, and the same great service that made us the best in the business for the past 80 years. For more info, call us on 226-2344.
Welcome back. Former minister within the then People's Progressive Party civic government, Dr. Henry Jeffrey, has brushed aside claims by his former party comrades who accused the government of witch-hunting their supporters. Roland James reports.
How can Clinton Collymore, for instance, be talking about these cyclist contracts? It doesn't make sense. You know, you can't be working for the other party, more or less doing party work, and then talk about you have a contract with the government. It makes no sense. So,
former minister and member of parliament for the People's Progressive Party, Dr. Henry Jeffrey, speaking in an interview with this newscast earlier in the week. Dr. Jeffrey said that he remembers vividly that the party he once called home did the same thing when they took over government in 1992.
As I said, the previous government did the same thing when it came to office. It weeded people out, and there was great talk about ethnic cleansing and all of that. Well, the word wasn't there at the time, I don't think like that, but yeah, the phrase wasn't there. But it's the same kind of a thing. People view you in a given way. They believe you're doing political work, essentially, and lots of these people were indeed doing political work. Therefore, they got to go.
Dr. Jeffrey is of the view that there should be definitive rules and regulations to govern work life of public servants. He said those who were sent home by the government were treated in a manner they deserved, noting that they did what they were not contracted to do.
When you're a public servant and the next thing you're in front of Parliament picketing the government of the day, the opposition positions and so on, because they had the majority. And then when the opposition becomes the government, you say, hey, what are you doing here? If you are public servants, you're not supposed to go picketing these kinds of things. That's not your kind of work.
The former minister said a public servant must understand that he or she is not a politician and should keep off of that line of work, since the government sometime or the other will change.
For instance, as I wrote a few weeks ago, that my friend Hyder Ali and say he's the archetypal public servant, great man, but I had our rights all the time. I get political things. Is that what they want the public servant to be? The thing about the red hose. So I am, political red hose for the most part. I was in their list, and they be complaining and quarreling about this.
Royden James for HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Royden. The establishment of the Public Procurement Commission is not the only step to transparency and accountability government is taking. It now wants to scrutinize all existing contracts. More from Erica Williams.
After government discovered a shady past in the contract award system, it has decided to create stricter guidelines in order for contractors to be awarded government contracts.
In this regard, the Minister of Public Infrastructure, along with the Minister of Business, and I think one other ministry, they have been tasked with preparing, Ministry of Finance, sorry. They have been tasked with preparing new guidelines.
However, these guidelines are to brief contractors of the requirements in order to qualify.
And the penalties which they can anticipate for breaches of the award of those contracts.
While this is taking place, government will be scrutinizing all existing contracts for areas of default and substandard works.
Undertaken to provide what might be well called an inspectorate division that will inspect government-funded projects even beyond the engineering consultants that are there that are providing that service, but beyond that, just so that government can be satisfied that we are, in fact, this country is getting value for money in the award and the execution of these contracts.
These new arrangements being made by government are meant to be a part of its plan to promote transparency and stamp out corruption. During the lead up to the elections, taking steps to minimize corruption was one of the big promises made by the administration.
Please stay with us. Your sportscast is ahead.
Now, Digicel brings you 4 ways to benefit at the same time with the best value offers. Talk for 3 minutes to a Digicel number and get the next 15 minutes free. Get $500 free credit on your first top-up monthly. Get 30 megabytes of free data on your first 2 top-ups of $500 or more monthly. Send 3 texts and get the next 25 texts free. Get better value on Guyana's bigger network. Digicel.
Keep the change with LG Inverter Technology air conditioners. They cool faster and use less energy. LG's inverter technology, active energy control, optimizes functionality based on room capacity, traffic, and time of day. LG Inverter Technology ACs are sold, serviced, and installed by Car Care Enterprise and available from 9,000 to 36,000 BTU. Call us on 226-6998. Car Care Enterprise, 43 Hatfield Street, Georgetown.
Acme, Guyana's #1 photo center, has moved. To better serve you, we've moved to a more spacious location in the same building. Find us on Regent Street between City Hall and the Acme building. Follow the passageway to the back of the building and you'll find our new location. Check us out for express passport and visa photos, forensics testing supplies, staff identification cards, digital services, and the same great service that made us the best in the business for the past 80 years. For more info, call us on 226-2344.
Unwind, relax, and be pampered at the Unisex Beauty Zone. Some of the best stylists in the business. Haircuts, dyeing, and styling. A superb manicure job for the perfect hands. And for the ladies, a choice of fashionable acrylic nails, facials, and massages. Pedicures using the best foot therapy available. Hair treatment and wash. Visit us today at 12 and 13 Sobrianville, Georgetown, upstairs at Subs and Salads Building.
Shop in Gaffur's Tiles Department and bring elegance and beauty to your home. Choose ceramic tiles, an economy product that's durable and easy to clean, suitable for your bathrooms and kitchens. Porcelain tiles can be used for high traffic areas such as banks and supermarkets. Granite tiles. This is natural stone that lasts almost forever and is the best for heavy traffic areas. For your porches and pool decks, use clear tiles. These are available in various colors, shapes and designs. You just received the shipment of tiles from India and Europe, on which you're giving between 20 to 25% discount. You'll be most surprised at the designs and colors of the range we offer. And to complement all tiles, get border tiles in various colors and designs. For cleaning your tiles and maintaining their beauty and luster, use our Mapai products such as tile cleaners, sealers for grout and tiles, grout refreshers to restore the color, thin sets and cement remover. So visit Gaffur's Tiles Department. For superior customer service, superior quality, and competitive prices, it's Gaffur's, the name you can trust.
For value, durability, reliability, and modern technology, choose Honda. Honda's range of products includes SUVs, ATVs, motorcycles, generators, engines, lawnmowers, brush cutters, and tillers. At Marix & Company, we stock genuine Honda products, spares, and accessories at competitive prices with customer-friendly after-sales service. Visit us at 186-187 Charlotte Street and 217 Charlotte and Ernock Streets, Georgetown. Honda, built to last.
This is where I learned. Courage is what I got from experience. With hard work, there are no walls between me and my dreams.
Only Milo contains Active Go, which is a blend of Protomalt, a unique malt extract, and micronutrients to help prepare your child to get the best out of their day.
Thanks, Mom. Now I am ready.
Milo, energy food drink of champions.
Have an exciting holiday with Ariel's Magical Christmas. Get a chance to win a Grand Nissan X-Trail.
Or one of 18 Rachel Ray pot sets, 10 Rachel Ray dinnerware sets, 4 40-piece knife sets, 10 hampers, 3 Ashley sweets, and more.
Just drop off any empty Ariel packet along with your contact information in a sealed envelope at participating supermarkets and enter to be a part of 5 grand drawings. Promotion ends December 13th. Ariel's Magical Christmas.
Bushy Park Parika presents its biggest event yet, the Chutney Soca Beach Jam, Sunday 27th September, featuring Mahendra Ram Kilowatt.
Anyway I go, they want me back at you, them a watch me, why we waiting to the bungie.
Plus the 5 Fest dancers, Aaron and the one-man band, Granny Ivla, Big Life Sound System, and DJ Stefan from Sept Sound. The Bushy Park Chutney Soca Beach Jam, Sunday 27th September, at Bushy Park Beach Parika, powered by
Banks Beer. Welcome to Banks Country.
Welcome to another edition of the HGP Sportscast. I'm Sean Embrach. We begin with the Stack Bear Elite League. GDF put 3 points on the table when they rebounded to win against Buxton United after they suffered defeat in their 2 opening games of the Stack Elite League. GDF scored the only goal of the match up against Buxton Thursday night last at the Tugville ground off the boot of Delroy Fraser in the 44th minute. The feature game played between Fruta Conquerors, who played host to Monedalas, registered a 2-1 win over the Borby squad. Fruta's Kwame Lafleur scored for us in the 51st minute. Kimya Braffett equalized for Monedalas in the 77th minute. Conquerors spoiled Monedalas' chance of a draw with an 83rd minute piercing of their net by Dennis Edwards to eventually win the game. The league continues on Sunday with another doubleheader at the GFC ground. Fruta Conquerors now lead the board with 6 points, Pile 4, Monedalas and GDF 3 points each, Alpha and Sliggers 2 points each, GFC 1 and Buxton still in the cellar with no points. The Georgetown Football Association, GFA, on Thursday, September 24, at their head office, became the latest Guyana Football Federation affiliate to officially adopt their new constitution, in the process setting their electoral congress for October 17. Acting president of the GFA, Laverne Fraser Thomas, in an invited comment, said, "I am still not totally sold out on some of the aspects of the new constitution. However, I think it is important that the GFA do what is necessary to ensure that we have a voice at the GFF Congress on the 14th of November. East Bank Football Association, Bartica, Essequibo, and Upper Demerara Football Associations are the association known to have adopted their new constitution. The official timeline for the GFF Constitution Reform and Congress states that meetings for adoption of each member's new constitution should conclude by Friday, September 25th. While meetings to elect new executive committee of members must meet the October 30th deadline. The GFF General Congress is set to be held November 14. And finally, in our cricket cast tonight, in cricket, that is, CMC St. John, Antigua, the West Indies Cricket Board, WICB, says it will make every resource available to newly appointed captains Jason Oler and Stephanie Taylor in order to ensure the success of their tenures. Director of Cricket Richard Fibers said the WICB was cognizant of the challenges associated with captaincy and had already written both players to inform them that they would be granted whatever support system they required. In the letter to captains Older and Taylor, highlighted that the directors and the management of the WICB recognize that being captain of the West Indies team is a unique challenge and carries an enormous burden of responsibility, Fiber said in a release yesterday. The announcement comes just days after the WIBC was criticized by renowned former opener Desmond Haynes, who contended there was no system in place to support Older as a young captain. And that concludes our sportscast. Now for a look at the weather. Row cops allegedly ordered minibus drug courier to go get the bribes and return for the goods. Opposition says it fully backs the government in the current spot with Venezuela, but proposes a diplomatic solution. Radical social commentator Raymond Gaskin says the way to go with Caracas is to fight and talk, and a business expo with a difference. The drums won't beat into the sunrise this year. Those were our major headlines. For these and all the other stories covered by our news team, please visit our website. That's www.hgptv.com. I'm Handel Duncan. On behalf of the rest of the news team, goodbye and do take care.